turnaround principal, and I am excited regarding the work that I'm doing. This past year, I was able to work with many districts all over the world, and we are going to the next level. Certain districts have been able to increase the report card grade from an F to a B, from a D to an A, and also we have gotten a couple of schools off the CSI list. Now, my next stage is I want to take schools and make them become National Blue Ribbon schools. So once again, if you would like to go to that next level, hey, just inbox me, reach out to me, and we can make it work. I'm excited. This work I'm doing is blessing schools all over the world. So if you want to be that next National Blue Ribbon school, hey, reach out and let's go ahead and do the work. And also with that, I got 2 dynamic books that I have that schools are picking up as we speak. And man, these are blessing your school. One is on school transformation, and the other one is on for parents and teachers and principals to come together as one for student success. If you can really take the map and drive the instructor inside the classroom and link it to the M step, then everything will move. You see it?
Ladies, third grade teachers, could you tell me, how do you think this professional development was for you today?
Easy. It was productive. It was exciting. But we'll never leave Mr. Hurt's advising.
Because the schools that I've worked with, the teachers I've worked with, their scores just go through the roof, because what I do is I talk about practical stuff that's practical. Because I'm a former teacher and also I'm a principal, so I'm gonna be telling you guys things that I know will work in your classroom.
For booking, please visit shurtschoolturnaroundspecialist.com.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is Sean Hurt with your Saturday morning podcast. Come on in and hit that share button. Let me know what you're talking about. We have another great podcast. I'm going to be I will be discussing turnaround schools, district strategies for success and sustainability. So if you are a school, a district, I'm going to walk you through how we can transform every school that is low achieving. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get in it. So give me a few minutes as I get all of my friends on, all of my LinkedIn and Facebook people in, and let me know where you're coming from. Come on in. Let me know where you're coming from. Hit that share button. Let me know where you're coming from. All right. Let me get everybody in. I still got a few more folks to come in. So just give me a few seconds. I got to get all of my people in. You know who you are. You know, I got Facebook and LinkedIn going and X and YouTube. I got all of these folks going. So I want to make sure I get all of my people in. So stay with me. And hey, come on in. Let's have a good time with your boy Sean Hurt, school turnaround person. This is a very dear, touching podcast for me, because I got my notes ready, and I want to make sure that everybody's all set on one accord. So give me one more minute. I want to make sure my LinkedIn folks, y'all all situated and all ready to go. Because you say, hey, Hurt, you start, but the LinkedIn folks, I want to make sure I get all y'all folks in. All right. And in Michigan is a little rainy. I would like to pray for all of my friends in states that has been hit by any type of hurricane or rain or anything like that. I've been reading the post down in Atlanta, down in Florida. So I'm praying for you guys and any other state that I missed. I'm praying. You know, I've been just thinking about you guys left and right. I know there was some schools that was closed, school districts that was closed, and just, oh wow, so just making sure that I lift you guys up in prayer. So, if you want to put in the chat what's going on in your particular area, if you're getting hit by any type of hurricane or tornado, please put in the chat. Let us know so we can call, check up on you, make sure everything is fine. So So hold on, let me get a couple more shares out. So all right, let's go ahead. I want to say good morning to you, Dr. Jeter. It's always good seeing you, Dr. Jeter. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Rashard Davis from Vegas. Good morning. Good morning, WT from Atlanta. How's everything coming along, WT from Atlanta? How's everything coming along? Good morning, Miss Truesdale. How's everything coming along? I know things are happening. My good friend David Bell from Benton Harbor, Michigan, my hometown, Michigan. I know a lot about Benton Harbor. I got people up in Benton Harbor. So hey, you know what's going on. I got Mr. Counts in the house. Good morning, my good friend, Mr. Counts. Good morning to you. I got Mrs. Melissa Chuno in the house. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Marguerite Lacker from Boston. All right. Come on, hit that share button and let's go ahead. Give me about, I want to make sure I get everybody in, get all my folks in. 30 more seconds. Stay with me, everybody. Stay with me. You're gonna need pencil and paper for this one. You're gonna need pencil and paper for this one. Make sure you get your pencil and paper for this one because we're gonna go deep. We're gonna go deep on this one. We're gonna go real deep on this one. So make sure you get your pencil and paper out, please, because we're gonna go to a whole nother level. So all right. I think I'm all set. All right, so let's go and get started. Once again, my name is Sean Hearn. I'm part of the Fantastic Four, and it's myself at 10, Create and Educate at 10:30. We got Principal Kafele at 11, and then we got Josh Tarver and that team on Sunday at 7 o'clock. And then we call ourselves Super Saturday, because we give out free professional development to educators all over the world. So then this morning, we're going to talk about school turnaround. So if you've ever been on my podcast, we always go back and forth with our dialogue on the chat. So make sure you're using your chat. But also, I always ask this question: what, as an educator, you're an educator, what is keeping you up at night as an educator? What is keeping you up at night as an educator? Good morning to you, Dr. Houston. What is keeping you up at night as an educator? For me, what's keeping me up at night is educating in the inner city in rural schools. That's what's keeping me up at night. I'm talking about some articles that I read and put on my social media page, but that's what's keeping me up at night. Are we really educating correctly our kids that's coming from the inner city in rural schools? I know the schools in the suburbs, a lot of those schools are doing good. I get it. And then they also need support too as well. I'm not denying that. But also what's keeping me up at night is our principals, our teachers, and our district leaders looking at those kids in the inner city of Baltimore, the inner city of Detroit, the inner city of Benton Harbor, the inner city of Chicago, the inner city of Florida, Atlanta, New Jersey, New York, the inner city in rural in Texas, you name it. Are we really providing quality education, the best education, the right education for those kids? So that's what's keeping me up at night. Put in the chat, please, what's keeping you up at night as an educator. If you're a principal teacher, just put it in the chat. Mr. Hurt, this is what's keeping me up at night. Okay, put it in the chat. All right. What's happening in education? So I'm going to go over what's happening in education in my life. Is that I will be in Toledo this week, working with Principal Johnson at Grove Patterson Elementary School. So I'll be in Toledo. We're going to be doing some work with them, their principal leadership team. So I'm going down there. So I'm excited regarding that. We're just going to go ahead and do it right. We're going to go ahead and make sure that we are providing some quality education for those kids, working with those teachers. So I'm excited regarding that. And then also, I do virtual PD, so I'll be working with Principal Rogers in the Virgin Islands this week as well. That's going to be virtual, but I will be going down there. We're going to set it up where I'll be going down there in the near future to kind of work with their staff face to face in the Virgin Islands. First time I've ever been to the Virgin Islands, so I cannot wait. So Principal Rogers, I'm excited regarding that. And then I will be in Idaho. Sean Hurt going to Idaho. I'll be in Idaho October the 18th, working with Superintendent Tina Strong and her leadership team. So I'm excited regarding that. So I'm just doing a lot of things. I'm getting this word out about how we can really transform schools. The other thing is that the reason why I am talking about this topic is because I put two posts on my social media, and it really touched my heart. It really touched my heart. The first post I put yesterday, it was an article that was written that had it was an article. Please go to my Facebook page to read this article. It's going to take you about 10 minutes. So what it said is that they had a list of 500 underperforming schools that's been underperforming for the since COVID, since 2021, I believe. And that was from 2021 all the way up to here. They had a list of 500 underperforming schools. And they talked about the things that's taking place. So they talked about the schools being underperforming and also losing enrollment. So you're talking about 500 schools that is underperforming based on their state test. They had all of this. They had schools. They had all of the schools on there, and then they just really went into that. And then the question I wanted to ask myself is, okay, let me just go. In Michigan, they had about I saw about 13 schools from Michigan. See, in Michigan, what they do is this. If you're underperforming for a long period of time, they will close your school. I'm going to say that again. If you are underperforming, you can ask my Michigan people, they don't just give you time. No, they will close your school, and those 500, 600 kids will be redispersed in other districts around there. That's what they do in Michigan. They don't play. They don't do. So they have 500 schools, and then I'm just saying, if 500 of those principals and school leaders was on my podcast today, we can actually make a change. So you're saying, Herb, what's keeping you up at night? That's what's keeping me up at night. That is my biggest thing. The other thing is that I posted also that they just came out with the National Blue Ribbon School List. So they have 365 schools nationwide that made National Blue Ribbon. And I didn't look at all 365, but I looked at about 20 schools. And I'm asking the question, why can't your school, whoever you are on here, we have principals on here, we have superintendents, why can't your school become a National Blue Ribbon School? I want to get you off the list of the 500 schools that's failing consistently. Let's get you off that list, and let's get you on that list of a National Blue Ribbon School. Imagine if you're one of the 365 schools and you've been awarded a National Blue Ribbon status, how that impacts your school, the students, the teachers, the district, and the community. It impacts everybody. Does that make sense? Talk to me, everybody. I'm going slow today. So now I need everybody to get a pencil, paper out. You still got time. Subscribe to my website. Subscribe to my YouTube page. Hit the emojis. We're about to go ahead and get started. So I need everybody to subscribe, hit that share button. Let me know if this is sounding good. Let me know if this is sounding, you still got time. So now you say, Hurt, okay, you're going to talk about school turnaround. You're doing all those things. Yes, I am. I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to talk about it. But now, help me out for strategies. Help me out with things I can do as of today. I need more people on here to listen. As of today, moving forward, to get my school off the 500. It's 500 schools that's underperforming. Don't worry about it. We're going to get you off the list. So now I'm going to walk you through what that looks like. Get a pencil and paper out. All right. What does your school district need? Not in no order, but I'm going to talk about it. The one thing that I know that a district in school needs, so you're such and such district, you're such and such school. The first thing, superintendent, assistant superintendent, whoever you are, is that you have to have a school leader / principal, that has the skills and capacity to create a culture that's going to meet the needs of that particular student. The first thing you do is you have to have a school leader, a principal. I have 25 schools in my district. I have over 25,000 students. You must hire a school leader that has the capacity to meet the needs of the students, because a school leader in an inner city and rural school that has been low performing for 15 to 20 years, that is a different skill set than if I'm going to a school that has been performing high, that has 65% proficiency in reading and math as a principal. You need a different skill set. How do you know, Mr. Hurt? And I'm always got to bring this up, is that I was a principal. All of my principal was in rural and inner city schools for 15 years at each level, whether it's at the high school, middle school, or elementary. That skill set that I had as a principal was totally different than the skill set when I worked in the suburban areas. Okay, now you say, Hurt, okay, can that skill set be developed? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Hit that share button, talk to me. The answer is yes. Okay, now, how do I develop that skill set? The first thing is that if you are a principal, you need to have ongoing professional development with an individual who has supported and turned around schools. That's the first thing I would recommend. You're one of the 500 schools. You know who you are. What is the first thing, Hurt? I need to get help. I need to find somebody that has a history of school turnaround, that has actually been a middle school principal with 800 kids, and they can say, I started off with 5% proficiency in reading, and now I'm at 35%. That person should be doing ongoing professional development with you and your staff. Find them out. Well, who are they? Yours truly does the work. I've been doing the work for the last 8 years with schools. You have Created and Educate. You got Principal Café. You got all of these people that have a background in it. First thing. Okay, hold on. Hold on. All right, my webcam kind of went out. Oh, okay, I'm good. Okay, first thing. All right, cool. First thing. That's a very important thing to do. That's the first thing I would say. Write it down. Hurt. I gotta find somebody. You gotta find somebody. You gotta find somebody with that skill set. Find somebody. Talk to me. Find somebody with that skill set. Okay. And then second, not only are you going to find somebody with that skill set, but also you're going to find a coach, someone that's going to coach you, principal, throughout the year. Because PDs is one thing. I'm coming in doing the work, but I need a coach. And this particular coach should not be, or I would highly recommend, highly recommend that this particular coach does not work in your district. This is somebody that's outside of the district, because you want the coach, you want to be able to talk to the coach, be able to bounce ideas off this coach. Is this working? I'm thinking about this, Mr. Hurt. How do you feel about this? Do you think that we should be doing this? This person is outside of the district, because if you find somebody within the district, that person is usually not only going to be your coach, but they're going to evaluate you. Now, also, assistant superintendent, or whoever you are on here, also, you need to be able to say, okay, Principal Smith, we're going to get you a coach, somebody that's outside of the district that you can talk to. In addition to this coach, you should be meeting with this coach. I am being very specific. You should be meeting with this coach 2 or more times per month virtually. When I'm coaching principals, we're meeting virtually 2 to 3 times a month, in addition to me doing professional development. In addition, because I want to have touch points. I want to make sure things are coming along great, things of that nature. So you say, what is something I can do tangible on Monday that could get me going. That's one thing right there. Let me know if this is sounding good. Oh, Roz Gaskins, how are Dr. Roz Gaskins? How you doing? Good morning. Dr. Principal Kafele, good morning. Dr. Roz Gaskins, I need to go. I need to be in Baltimore, Maryland. I gotta go to Baltimore, Maryland. I want to work with schools in Baltimore, Maryland. I've been thinking about Baltimore, Maryland for the last 3 months. I put a post. I want to go to Baltimore, Maryland and work with those schools. I'm going down there. So if anybody got connections, I need to be in Baltimore, Maryland. So I just saw, but I need to be in Baltimore, Maryland. All right. I'm feeling good now. Now, we're not going to just say this is all the principals need, but I'm going to put a pause right there. Now we got to go to my teachers. Teachers. We need to also increase teacher capacity. I'm very aware. Principal Kafele is very, very aware. Dr. Houston, Dr. Tammy Taylor, everybody's very aware that we have many teachers that are first or second year teachers. They might be going through a non-traditional certification program. We are aware of that, but they are in your class and they are in front of the kids teaching. How do we build their capacity? How do we build teacher capacity? Because like I always say, I cannot teach 800 kids. I can't say, okay, 800 kids, let's go to the gym. I'm going to put a big projector up and let me teach. No, I need my 45 teachers to work with me. Okay, but now I got teachers that's first or second year teachers. I'm not saying they're not superstar teachers, but we got to build their capacity. Even some of my veteran teachers, let's build our capacity. So what is the first thing? The first thing I'm asking principals to do is this, is that in the beginning of the year, pick 2 or 3 things that you want the teachers to work on. So when you're going into the classroom and you're looking at their instruction, they know 2 or 3 things that I am doing will lead to quality instruction. When I was a principal, we had a framework. We had a teacher observation framework, and we had 9 things we had to observe with the teacher. I scaled it down. I said, teacher, we're not going to look at 9 things. We're going to look at 2 or 3 things. These are the things that I look for when I went into the classroom. I wanted to see engagement. I wanted to see how the classroom environment looked. So I got engagement, classroom environment, and the other one was professional responsibility. Those are my 3 things. So I scaled it down. I said, okay, when I'm coming to the classroom, I don't want it to be, I got you. I don't want to scare nobody. Why? So I gave them the answers to the test. I said, this is what I'll be looking for, everybody, all 45 of my teachers. We're going to work on engagement. How do I engage students during that 45 to 50-minute math lesson? Okay. Professional responsibility. What does that mean, Hurt? That means being professional at the workplace. Coming to work on time, being professional, turning in documentation, those things. We talked about it. And the third thing was classroom environment. How is your classroom set up? How are the walls talking? Do the kids have access to the materials? Is it clean? Is it friendly? Does it have things that kids can identify? So I said, we're going to do those 3 things. I'm not going to scare you. So now my teacher capacity went through the roof because we gave them professional development. We talked about it and it was ongoing. Oh, I'm talking good now because I'm ongoing throughout the year. And the feedback was on those 3 areas. Now, those 3 areas had a direct impact on the other 6 areas. Why are we trying to get the teachers to focus on 12 things when I'm like, forget the 12 things. Let's focus on these 3 things: engagement, professional responsibility, and classroom environment. Let's work on it. So if you're struggling in September and October, I just wanted to see continuous improvement throughout the year. Put it in the chat. Talk to me. I want to see continuous improvement throughout the year. Does that make, hold on, did I lose anybody? Is this good? Hold on for 1 second. I think I might have lost. Hopefully, hold on. Did I lose anybody? Hold on for 1 second. Make sure I didn't lose anybody. Make sure I'm still good. Talk to me, everybody. Am I still good? It didn't go out, did it? Talk to me, everybody.
I just reset it. Am I still good? Can you still hear me? This is good. As it. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I'm good. I'm seeing it on the channel. I'm good. Okay, good. Good. Okay. I just had to reset. I saw something. Had to reset. All right. Okay. I see Ross Gasson said it's good. These are good foundational for classroom culture and environment. Thank you. Thank you. Hit that share button. I got about 6 minutes, but I'm going slow. I'm gonna do a part 2 next week. But hit that share button. We need more. 500 schools have been identified by Department of Education as low performing schools. I talked about it since 2021. Low performing, low enrollment. We're going to, these are strategies that can help you. All right. Now, oh man, God. Okay. And then, so that's the first thing, ongoing growth, ongoing support. Lost you on YouTube. Okay. It went out, but you're good. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, good. We can hear you. Thank you, Miss Edwards. Hey, Miss Edwards, Miss Butler. How you doing? Good. Brother Kitchen, my boy Otis Kitchen. Thank you. All right, good. Now, as a principal, now we got that. So we're going to give them ongoing professional development, about 45 teachers on those 3 areas. I don't know which areas, pick those 3 areas. Inbox me and I can give you information on all 3 of those areas. In addition to that, we need to set goals for our teachers. What I did was that I said, okay, I want each teacher, bare minimum, to have 60% or more of their students. Now, their students in their classroom, you might be teaching 100 students, you might be self-contained, you might be at a high school doing 250, but 65%, 60% of their students or more to meet their district goals by the end of the year. So no matter if you did STAR, iReady, Scantron, NWA, whatever that district assessment that you did, we want to have growth. We want 60% of them to meet their growth targets. And then on top of that, as a principal, I wanted to have 1.2 years worth of growth or more. 1.2 years worth of growth or more in all of my subject areas based on my district assessment, because every state assessment measures proficiency and growth. So that's where we wanted to go to right there, proficiency and growth. So now I am building my teacher capacity. We're focusing on 3 things, and then I'm telling them what targets we're going to hit at the end of the year. 60% and 1.2 years worth of growth. Now I'm moving my teachers. In addition to, now my principal is getting ongoing professional development, coaching, things of that nature. So I got my teachers moving in the right direction, and I have my principal moving in the right direction. You're saying, Hurt, is it that simple? Yes, it is. It's really that simple. Now, the other part that I want us to focus on is funding levels, money. All right, Hurt. Now you're starting to become a little bit more, money. How are we spending? How are we spending our money, and how much does it really cost us for school turnaround in a school or district? How much does that cost? It doesn't cost any money. Only thing I'm saying is that let's reallocate the money that we have already. Let's reallocate. So, for example, if I'm spending $500,000 as a district on this thing right here, and it is not giving us the results that we're looking for, and I've been doing this for the last 8 years, why are we still spending $500,000? So let's take that $500,000 and let's reallocate it. Well, Hurt, what do I need to reallocate it? What is the big rocks that I need to reallocate this money on? Thank you for asking. All right. What we need to reallocate the money on is this. If I'm a principal and I'm looking at my budget, I want to have I need to have at the high school, middle school, and elementary level, after school tutoring, after school enrichment, whatever you want to call it. And I want to run it. I'm going to be very specific. I want to run it 3 days a week for an hour and a half. And I'm going to start it from October to March. I'm going to say this again. I'm running my after school program. I'm starting it in October and I'm running it to March 3 days a week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If I get out of school at say 3 o'clock, we're starting from 3:30 to 5 o'clock. And then I'm going to pick one subject. A lot of times we're doing all these things, focus on one subject that you want to move in the right direction. Why would you focus on 3 or 4 subjects and they're not moving? Focus on one thing and let's move that in the right direction. Well, why did you stop at March? Because usually April, that's when state test comes around. So now we're using our money to allocate that. In addition to that, oh my God, give me 2 more minutes. I got 2 more minutes. I want to, oh my God, because I know 1030 Create and Educate. Y'all got to go support, but I got so much stuff. Man, I need more time. I need more time. And then also what I want you to do is I want you to rotate the staff. So you might say, okay, these particular teachers, these 10 teachers, you're going to go for 3 months because we don't want to burn out staff. I'm giving you strategies. And then the next group of teachers, you're going to go for the next 3 months or however you want to do it. But that is a good time. You're allocating your money to that. Okay. Let me stop right there. Because it's 10:30 and I want to be respectful of my people from Create and Educate. Just 30 more seconds, everybody. I'm going to do a part 2 next week. What I need you to do is please subscribe to my YouTube page. I need everybody to subscribe and go to my YouTube page and comment. Comment on this live. Let me know if you enjoyed it or not. If you would like for me to come and support your school, please inbox me and we can make it work. The last thing is that a lot of my strategies that I talked about is on both of my books, but especially this book, How to Transform Your Inner City School, this one right here, and Raise Student Achievement. You can pick it up from my website, just Sean Hurt School Turnaround.com. Pick it up from my website. Please make sure you're going to need this. I'm going to talk about it next week, but you're going to need this. The other book right here is for parents. I had a district that reached out to me yesterday. They said, I need 100 books for my parents. I'm passing out. I got to give them books for parents in school. So both of these will help you out. So thank you very much. Make sure you support my good friends, Create and Educate. Inbox me. Let's have a good week. And listen, I don't want your school to be on that list. Don't be on that list. Let's get you off that 500 school list. I put it up on my website. You see who you are. Let's get you off that list so everybody can be good. Thank you. Love you. Be safe out there. And I'll see you next time. Next Saturday, same time. All right.